Have you ever peeked into someone's memory and molded it into reality? Welcome to Townframe, a cozy puzzle game where you are a townframer, breathing life into nostalgic visions. In each level, a client gives you the fragments of their past, a riddle, a memory of their hometown. Using just buildings, trees, even wind, sound, and photographs, you will reconstruct their towns from the inside out. Today, we are diving deep. We complete every single level of this game. Let's get started. The tutorial introduces story of the game. Long time ago, 7 people with special skills came together and created a canvas which they called Townframe. With this, they could display the town in people's images. They traveled the world and distributed these town frames to various people. But one day, they decided to leave and left the responsibility of creating these town frames to us. So, in each level, we will be given a problem statement. We need to understand it and mold the image of town according to people's vision. After completing each level, we will be given gold coins by which we can buy tools in the shop. In the first level, Jamie says his house is the biggest next to a tree on back hill. So we make his house biggest and put a tree on hill and make all other houses smaller than his house. By doing this, we complete first level and got a gold coin. With help of this gold coin, we bought the world map where we can see all available levels. Next for Lane on second hill we need to make all trees. Since from her home she walks through a forest to castle and make all building inside walls as higher building as she can see high towers from the forest. For next level the only hint we have is strength is born from calmness. For this all spots needs to be covered in trees. With 2 gold coins, I brought magnifying glass from the shop. This will help us to find hidden items in the levels. In next level, Hugo asks us to represent the binary code in picture. Here 0 represents a tree and 1 represents a building. In next level, Magna asks us to find Dolly. For this, we put 4 trees to right side of farm. Then we use magnifying glass to find Dolly. And since it is a small farmhouse, we make farm building as one floor building. In next level, Moon asks us that all towers support one another without trees. So we choose correct height and roof shapes of towers such that each of the 3 group touches with overlapping. Solving this level, we have 4 gold coins which we get tool to create wind. With wind, we can move items in the image. In next level, Harvey says that the two sides of town contrast each other, while the building inside the stone circles contrast the surrounding town. In next level, Nana asks us to make lighthouse 3 stories tall and all houses on coast are on 1 story tall. Then we use wind maker to blow wind from left to right to move boat. In next level, Zoe says that the middle spot is not a house and all houses appear to be the same height starting with the flat roof. The town cycles through 2 flats and 1 pointy roof skipping over the whole. In next level, Sam asks us to find Frankie. For that, turn everything to trees, use the wind to move rain cloud across the map and search with the magnifying glass until we find Frankie. In next level, Joy gives us Morse code, using 1 story pointy as a dot and a 3 story flat as a dash. With toil coins, we buy the ability to hear sounds. Now we will be able to hear sounds in the image. In next level, Picasso asks us to turn everything on mainland to palm trees. Then we create wind to left as image is mirrored and then look between these 2 trees using magnifying glass. In next level, Yuki tells us that the hospital is a flat 3 story and has good view of the sea. The bike store is a 1 story pointy roof and is the furthest spot from the hospital. Everything else is quiet or bird song, so every other spot is tree. Next two levels are combined. First in Lin level, blow both to right so it goes to me level. Make rightmost spot a tree and use magnifying glass between boat and tree. Me gives us a picture we need to recreate in Lin level. Then we use magnifying glass between these two spaces to solve it. In next level, Alice told us to convert these three spots into trees. Then use wind to blow the clouds over these trees to spawn rain. Then we use magnifying glass on the armchair in the burrow to find the bunny. In next level for Helen's house, we put down any building. Restaurant is a pointy 2-story house. Birds are from trees. The house is a pointy 3-story building. Helen wants to hear everything at the same time, so zoom out your hearing aid to activate all building sound. With this, we bought the camera. In next level, Mira describes a town as resembling the mountains. Using all pointy roofs, lay out buildings to recreate the mountain peaks in the background. Once done, take a photo of the whole town. In next level, the Red King describes his citizens crawling beneath their houses. Use the hearing aid to find the spots where crawling noises are and put down one level house. Any space that's not those three houses is a tree. In next level, Billy tells us to find the windmill. Use a magnifying glass and check behind the trees to find a windmill. Behind the tree on the left. Use an eastward wind to make the windmill train out. We need to make a smiley face. When the shape is right, use the camera to photograph the smiley face region. In next level, Vivi mentioned that the one she is looking for likes to bath in the moonlight. Use the wind to move the cloud away from the moon. The first and 10th spot are 3-story pointy houses. For the town to look like a castle, it has to have that look of high turrets and flat walls. When the background is all set up, use a magnifying glass to check the gate or the area in the middle of the two groups. In next level, Scarlet says that a small house is to the west of the tree and that an identical house is on the west. Scarlet's house is to the far west was not the biggest house and was the only to have a flat roof. This tree is sandwiched between two small pointy houses. When done, take a photo of the whole town. In next level, Iki says that the canteen is where you can hear people eat. So it's a 2-story pointy and it's across from forest and everything else is forest. Start a rightwards wind so the plane can go down the runway. Use the magnifying glass to find the jet between the canteen and forest. In next level, Louis says their houses are on the two hilltop spots are not the tallest. So they are 2-story, the spot between them is a tree. Use the wind to reposition the falling star. So put it to a slight rightward wind when the star is behind the tree. Take a photo. In next level for Furbus, we turn the lower houses into trees and turn the houses above them. The second on the upper left to a first story, use the magnifying glass to find the bird. When the bird flies by the house, take a small framed photo. In next level for coffee, they use the western roofs. So start with that cluster. If they went too far, they will hit a tree. So the rightmost of the cluster is a tree. Turn the 4 buildings into a slope where the first and last are flat. In next level for Jarek, the hotel is a skyscraper and surrounded by flowers, so it has to be in one of 2 flower spots. Meanwhile, there's a street of little stores to the northwest of cafe. Once those 2 conditions are complete, photograph the whole scene. In next level, Conan's instruction would take up 5 spots, so they have to be on the west side of town. Start with the 2-story pointy in the top spot. A bike shop is across the road, so 1-story pointy, check between the tree and 3-story for the cake. In next level for Nelson, he wants a small red mountain among green lands. Look at the cluster of 5 spots. Then the middle into 1 level pointy and the rest into trees. Take the smallest photo you can of these spaces. In next level for Matthew, make it so that the one cluster full floors add up to 3 and the others add up to 7 on the upper level. Do the same for 10. In final tomato level, the topmost space is a planet, so there is a tree there. All the spaces are small houses making a big tomato. And for final secret level, inside the rocks are hidden symbols with a magnifying glass. The left spaces have a jagged line and right have a flat line. So their roofs are respectively pointy and flat. The upper middle spot has no jagged flat symbol, so it does not have a roof. That is, it's a tree. The remaining symbol has to translate to story levels, and there's only 2 real guesses, highest to lowest or lowest to highest. Go lowest to highest up to down. With this, we complete 100% of Townframe. If you enjoyed the video, please do like and subscribe so that I can make more videos for you. See you in the next one.